And now for a segment that we call Did You Know?, where I say something true and hopefully interesting. Did you know? A recent poll found that 44% of 2 Point citizens questioned the existence of Wetlantis, ranging from temperate doubts to total disbelief. Though it does say here that 22% felt the same way about the ocean. In general, we'll check those numbers and what exactly that means while you listen to some music.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to 2 Point Museum. We are back here in Passwater Cove. We're going to start working on our Curator Class 5, where we do need to receive 2 more stars across our museums. We have one of those 2, and I want to get another one here in Passwater Cove. Now, we do have the DLC, Fantasy Finds, that has launched as well, and this is the first episode where we are actually playing with Fantasy Finds. But we do also have a little bit of an expansion to what we can do here in Passwater Cove regarding our fish. So give a museum a fish, you've got an exhibit. Teach a museum how to breed more fish, and that's, well, it's got to be better. Sure, there are literally plenty of fish in the 2 Point Sea, that's a real thing, but why go all the way to a big wet ocean when you can make fish at home? The Wetlantians used egg cups like these on their underwater fish farms. I told you, I know as much about fish as the Wetlantians, exactly the same amount. So, the Wetlantian egg cup allows you to farm fish and produce new exhibits right here in the museum. In order to work, you need an egg cup and 2 fish of the same species inside a single aquarium. Once all the conditions are met and things appear just right, a new fish of that species will appear in the museum. No expedition needed. Fish will only reproduce when at maximum happiness, so activate fish buzz bonuses and decorate aquariums to increase the probability of farming new fish. So we have the egg cup unlocked, and we can actually place these in some of our current exhibits here. Now, over in this one, I do believe we have quite a few. If I have a click over here, not the seagrass though. We have a quick look at this one here, this aquarium. We have floating fish and 3 floating fish and 2 clownfish. Now, we have a capacity here on this aquarium. We can only fit 1 more fish in there. So unless we, sell some fish, that's not going to work. Let's put an egg cup in anyway. It's quite big, so we are going to need to adjust the decor in here a little bit. I think we can probably remove that and then remove a few other bits and pieces as well. That does drop the buzz down, so we may need to put that coral back in. But if we can just remove these bits and pieces first, then we'll add in the egg cup. That fits in there, nice. It does block off the flake food dispenser, so we'll have to move that somewhere else. We can probably fit that in. Is it going to go here? Got to go somewhere. That's the thing. We need to get this in. We'll get rid of that for now. We'll move the Wetlantian treasure chest down to here. Then, if we go over here and we add in the flake food dispenser right there, that's good. And then I believe it's a sea anemone that we need to put in here to bring that buzz boost back in. There we go. Right, okay. So, having a look at the aquarium again. If we just have a quick look at the fish that we currently have in here. Floating fish, the buzz bonus is active there. Obviously, a knowledge point would be useful. The clownfish we're fine on. And one of these floating fish we actually can take out and do some research on. So that's what we'll do. Do I have a research area here? I think I should have one somewhere. I do have those 2 aquarium spots there. We've got the cafeteria that we put in. At the back here is our security room. Doesn't look like we have somewhere where we can actually conduct some research. So we'll do that, and then we can start getting rid of some of our exhibits here. We'll sell that room. We don't need that right now. Then we will build a brand new analysis room here to start doing some research. There we go. What else can we put in here? Now, we've got some here that we can add in the server cabinets and stuff, but I don't actually have enough money to do that. So we'll leave that as it is. We can then put in one of our clownfish here. We have a quick look again at what we've got. We've got a floating fish, sorry, not a clownfish. We'll bring the fish out and pop it in here to research. There we go. Right, that's done. Now, I can't actually do anything in terms of where are we? Aquarium food dispenser is empty. Someone will come along and sort that out. Now, I did have a couple of issues over here. There's some pathing problems. but it's the bull shark. Now, the bull shark here doesn't want to be in with anything else. I think that's a bit of a problem. So we can't reproduce the bull sharks, but we do have plenty of them. We've lost a bit of money somewhere along the lines. And I guess we just need to keep on doing stuff, really. So the Colossus here, again, we need Wetlantian people to come in and assist. I am making money, though, so that's not an issue. As long as we get someone over here to do that research. Wait a minute. Hang on. I do have research. Okay, right. Well, we'll keep that one in. We'll let them do that. We'll cancel that. That moves to the inventory, so that's fine. We can get rid of that now. Then that gives us some more money, which is good. Then what have we got in storage here? We have the floating fish we'll put in there. I'm going to have to place him in an aquarium first. Then I should be able to pick him up. No, not pick that up. We want to pick up the aquarium fish. Thank you. The floating fish we'll pick up and put into the analysis room. Ah, there's already an exhibit in there that's being analysed. The lionhead fish. Right, okay, so we'll speed up. We need to complete an expedition to Murky Middle Sea. So let's get on with that. Starting the expedition now. Off to Murky Middle Sea we go. Yeah, it's been a bit of a while, so I apologise if we're a little bit unsure of what we're doing here. So SS Silverbottom is there, Marina Junction, the Underwater Cave, Pebbly Reef, Pebbly Coast. Where's Murky Middle Sea then? Gulfweed, Tide Mountain. Ah, Murky Middle Sea. Right, so we need to farm a fish to unlock that one, which we should be able to do now. If we have a quick look over here at our clownfish, they're currently seem to be at 100% happiness. So we should, yeah, we should be able to have them actually reproduce now. Good. Right, obviously if we put in a few more, we'll be able to get more of them in. So we've got a lionfish there, we've got the single flying fish in there. Over here I've got flamboyant fishies, but I don't have enough space. So if we take out one of our flamboyant fish, then we put in... Oof, it's going to be a tough one to fit in, actually. Let's see, where can I put the next egg dispenser? Right, so the egg cup is pretty big. It can fit in there. So if I do a little bit of moving around... Ooh! Sea monsters are some of the most interesting forms of marine life, but they're also very dangerous. Restoring an aquarium that contains a sea monster will be draining for experts. Higher rank marine life experts are most resistant to sea monsters' draining effects, while lower rank staff will experience significant negative effects. Decide which staff can restore an aquarium by selecting it and using its room inspector. Avoid using less experienced staff to restore sea monsters. So we've unlocked Murky Middle Sea now because we've had a fish born here. So that's good. We can now just make a few adjustments. We'll move this Wetlantian treasure chest. If I can fit it somewhere else in amongst stuff, there we go. Then we'll try and just move these aquarium corals and stuff a little bit, see if I can fit them in nearby somewhere. Don't think we're going to be able to do that, so we'll sell that one. Then these little shells we can actually move somewhere else. And I think we don't actually need to move the grasses. I think we should be able to put the egg cup in. Oh, the chest's just in the way, what a shame. Can I just rotate it around there then? Yeah, and then this is also in the way. We'll just shift the aquarium plant a little bit further down or remove it altogether. There we go. Right, then we can put this in now. There we go. So we should get some reproduction there. We've exhibited, we've deconstructed the lionfish, which is good. That gives us a little bit more to play around with. So the flamboyant fish is going to go in. Okay, so we won't get any additional... Ah, right, okay, so that won't help us. The floating fish. There we go, right, that's good. So complete an expedition to Murky Middle Sea. We can do that now. We've got a flamboyant fish there, which I will just sell. That gives us a little bit of money. Then let's head off. Murky Middle Sea coming at ya. There we go. Let's go weed. There it is. Unlock that. Start our expedition. Autofill it. We'll take a first aid kit. Or can we take something else? What can we avoid here? Combined rank of 10, survey skills, and pilot wings. Right, so none of these help us really. Let's take the XP bonus. I'm going to see if I can get somebody else to come in. Maybe not. Right, we'll just go with a detailed expedition then, and then they can head off. Let's have a look at our staff, because I think we've got quite a lot. Oh no, that's our exhibits. Right, okay, over here. Staff list. Experts. Yeah, we don't have a lot. We've got 3 who are good for prehistory, but only 3 as well who are marine life. So let's hire some more staff. We'll advertise a new job, and we'll advertise for marine life. We want 3 applicants, please. Good. Right. So flamboyant fish has now been farmed in the aquarium, and that is over here. But unfortunately, we can't do anything with it. So let's have a look at this egg cup here. Clownfish, floating fish. What have I got in here at the moment? What did we get? We got another clownfish, so I'm going to send that clownfish to my inventory.
Welcome, welcome. You're tuned in to 2 Point Radio. I'm Ricky Hawthorne.
Oh,
I'll be your host.
picked up the whole thing again.
Me, but that doesn't mean I don't enjoy
Right,
it.
so clownfish. We also got floating fish as well, so we'll put that one in, and we'll put that one in. Good. So that's going to allow us to just continuously farm fish, which we could eventually sell. We could do with another security guard as well, who can just help us empty those donation boxes. Then if we have a look here, we've actually unlocked something else for our enlightenment bonus, and we can keep on doing that as well. We have this being done. We should have some applicants now as well. So it's not great, but we'll take on quite a few of these. We'll take them all, actually. Why not? Because we can now do a big push on getting this done. We can get another one of these experts to, carry on, and then we can hopefully get some nice. We've got an MIA staff member. We've lost Sally Damp. Damn. It's a shame. We'll put a little memorial in here for Sally. But as you can see, we need a lot of stuff. Flake food dispensers are getting... Sea monsters are unusually heinous creatures, even for the ocean. Be warned that these fish have unusual, nay, monstrous demands. Exhibits this preposterous should send your guests into a frenzy of general interest. If you can find some traces of Wetlantis as well, the whole county will be talking about the museum. An expedition is finished. We've probably got a sea monster in there. We need to display 2 great quality Wetlantian artifacts, farm 2 zappers, and complete 4 marketing campaigns. And that will probably bring in another star for us, right? We've had a security inspection that's now been complete as well. So we'll put this Sally Damp memorial right there in the middle. Then we do still have another staff member we can hire. There we go. Right, good. So the crate has arrived at the helipad. Let's have a look at what we've got. And another clownfish. Okay, so we'll open this crate. We did lose Sally Damp, unfortunately. That is a big shame because she is our most experienced one. We've got a zapper, so we're going to send the zapper to our inventory. And we are then going to head straight back out. I don't know if we're going to be able to do this, but we'll see. So we also have a clownfish. Can we put this in here? Yes, we can. Then we'll start another expedition. Back over to, yes, we need survival skills. We do not have anybody trained in survival skills, so we'll go to our training room here. Let's open that training menu, and we have experts. We'll have Jade Shambles learn survival skills. We'll start that training. We'll then have Marina Tool learn, what is it that I wanted to learn? Survey skills. There we go. That should counteract a lot of the stuff that we've got. And then if we go over here, we can start a project, and we are going to have a look at what cargo items we can take. So I think if we take, what have we got here? It's not the curse counter. What I need is something that's going to stop an MIA event. I don't believe we have that. So let's just start a project for 3 survey scanners, because that'll increase the surveying rewards that we get. We still need to farm some zappers. Now, I'm inclined to have the lion head that's in here. Can they be around others? Will occasionally eat smaller fish. So the bull sharks want to be alone. They can't be in a tank together. The lionhead fish will... it's because of the amount of space they take up in the tank. So if I extend the tank down here where we've got this lionhead fish, that doesn't need to be extended. That one is fine. What I might do though is I might move this lionhead fish, or I'll duplicate the tank. We'll pull it down to here. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So we are going to sell that one. Then we'll duplicate this new one here. Bring it down to this area. And we'll have it like that. Then I'll just extend the tank a little bit. There. That gives it a lot more space. Then we can put in a lion head.
Analysis complete. Our collective knowledge.
That's another analysis complete as well, which unlocks the Wetlantian bin. Then we can move this lionhead fish.
Announcement.
Him up and drop him in here. Good. Right, so we have 2 in there. There is space. I'm going to extend the tank again. Because if we extend it all the way along to here, we should then be able to get a load more fish in. And then we can put in an egg cup here to reproduce the lion heads. Then we can put in a load of like tubular corals and stuff, some Wetlantian ruins, the treasure chest again, and then we can start putting in a load of seaweed and stuff. And then we'll add in a load more seagrass. Just to really fill out the area. And finally, a little bit of coral in. There we go. Right, so these lion heads have their buzz bonuses activated, so that's good. We've completed some survey scanners, and the training should now be done, hopefully. What are we looking at here? What exhibits have we got that we can put in the deconstructor? We've got a floating fish. Right, that was at maximum, so that actually does not help us at all. We've got a reward from that, and doing okay. Right, we're making a fair bit of money now, so that's good. We got money coming in. We also now have a full tank here with nothing in it. We could put the zapper in here. There. Hates aquarium shells. So do we have an aquarium shell in there? Yes, we do. We can get rid of that. Is everything okay for the zapper now? Yes. Excellent. Now, the zapper does take up the whole of this tank, so it might well be that we need to make a few adjustments, shift the line head around. We've also got the flying fish there, which we do need to maybe integrate into a new tank, and the bull shark there. So we could get rid of the shells in here, shift this bull shark into another tank. What's this one looking like? So I can put a bull shark in there, but I wonder if that's a good idea considering the fact that the bull shark is liable to just attack another bull shark. So I'm going to get rid of that. That sorts out that little issue. So if we have a look, the bull shark seems to be able to cope with another bull shark in his tank, but I don't know if we actually need it. We can maybe just deconstruct this one to learn something about it. That is a pristine one though, and this one is just epic. So I'm going to put that bull shark in my inventory. Then we're going to move this one into the new tank. There we go, that's done. Then we've got a new tank there, which we will move the zapper into. So we'll shift the zapper into this new tank here. Got plenty more space. Obviously, temperature is not suitable, so we're going to pause. We're going to get rid of these shells here because it hates them. Then we need to have a look at what we've got in terms of the temperature here. So we've got a fresh food dispenser there. I don't know what food it wants. Let's have a look. Fresh food it wants, and it wants a tropical climate. So the water filter's fine. We can then put in a water heater right here. There we go. That sorts out the climate issue. We've got the filter. We need to get rid of one more shell, I think. There's one in the corner there. That goes. There we go. Buzz increase. What are we looking at? 55 buzz. Good. And that is pretty nice. Right, we need an average of 25,000 from monthly donations, but we can actually now go back and hopefully get a second zapper. So let's autofill. We're going to get rid of this staff member here and put in, when I find her. Okay, so we got rapid restoration there. That's the one I wanted. Survey skills. So pilot wings is what we actually need to counter that event. And then a combined rank of 10, which we definitely don't have. We're going to go with detailed and hope that we don't get this fish food thing becoming an issue. So we'll give it a go. Hopefully we don't lose another staff member. But it's quite easy to get these things researched. This one is going to be a bit of a dud though, because we've already got that one. So having a look then, we're getting a bit of money coming in. Our monthly donations are still only at 24,000 though, so we're going to need to sort that out. We do have this area here, which is a new tank that we can put something into. We do have a bull shark that we could add in there, but I want to actually research the bull shark, because that is one that we definitely haven't done a lot of research on. Let's add another staff member into here to see if we can speed that up, and also we can actually put some of these items in. So this will increase the analysis power, as will that. The microscope in, and the terminal. And that's going to give us a nice little boost to the analysis power of our analysis room. Currently got a decoration rating of 2. So let's decorate it a little bit more. We'll put in some bins and things just to really finish it all off. We've got whiteboards that we can put down. We're going to unlock the county map, which can then go on the wall. Having a look here, it's a decoration rating 3. We put in a filing cabinet. It's just bins though, that's the problem. Let's put a different coloured whiteboard in, I guess. There we go, we've got 2 whiteboards. Another county map, why not? Then another terminal. We'll put the terminal in the corner here. And a microscope, which is going to go right there. We're at 4. Should be able to put in a few things like crates and stuff. Just dotted around the room. And that takes the analysis room up to 5. Good. So we can now deconstruct the bull shark to increase our knowledge, and then we have a crate. Did we lose someone? We did. Damn. Lost Marina Tool now as well. And she wasn't with us for very long at all, so that's unfortunate. Very unfortunate. But that should give us... We got a school trip. Oh, Flemington Primary are coming in. What did we get then? So survey skills is probably going to be something that we need to look into researching for this. We've got a tiger shark. Excellent. So I think we should be able to place this in the new exhibit there. And he's got everything he needs. Fresh food, yes. Is there a fresh food dispenser there? Yes, it is. Excellent. Right, so he has everything he needs already. So his buzz bonus is right up to the top. Excellent. Very good. Right, so that should start bringing in a little bit more money. That takes our donations up pretty massively. We do need great quality Wetlantian artifacts. So we need to look at where we can get those artifacts from and then start some marketing campaigns. But we still need another zapper. That is what we're going to need to look at doing. Let's have a look at the map and see what expeditions we can go on to get some basic Wetlantian exhibits. Now, looking at the 2.C and Murky Middle Sea, we've only got 2 different types of fish there, which isn't good. This, on the other hand, does have Wetlantian artifacts. So I think this is where we need to go, but we need to complete 2 marketing objectives for that. Just going to continue looking at some of the rewards that we get. But again, it's all fish. We don't know about that. We don't know about Gulfweed Cove, but it seems to be temperate fish there. Pebbly Reef obviously just has the tropical fish. We've got Pebbly Coast here, which we have yet to unlock, but that is a plant. A tropical plant there as well. So I think we're going to need to head down here. We're going to need to do our 2 marketing campaigns. Right then. So we are going to create a marketing campaign. And while that's happening, we're going to have to train another staff member in survival skills or whatever it is that we're now missing. Got the Department of Culture here. We've also got a few perks and stuff. I've not played around with perks yet on this level. So that's something that we can look at as well. We can actually start our expedition. We'll give this a go. Take the survey scanner. We'll make it a detailed one and we'll just see what happens. Hopefully we won't have another MIA, because if that will be our third, we'll be 3 for 3 in the MIAs, so that's not good at all. Right, next then, we need to complete some marketing campaigns, and that is going to involve setting up a marketing room. Do I have any blueprints? No, I just have my staff room blueprint, so let's get a marketing office built. I think it can be quite small, so I think even this is going to be too small. 2 by 2 the marketing room can be. So we're going to cancel that. I'm just going to see if there's anywhere else I can put this marketing room, but I think we're pretty maxed out in our space at this moment in time. We do have this big area of the zoo, of the museum, that I have yet to build into, and that could be something that we look to do very soon. But I am seeing right here that if we just move this door down a little bit and put it here, we can then add in our marketing room right here. We can actually make it a bit bigger than the stock size, so it gives us a little bit more space to play around with. It's not a lot, but it gives us enough to work around with and get like a tiny little room going, including a beanbag. Like that. And then we'll see if we can do some wall decor to really finish it all off. The marketing calendar there that we can put in. Takes it up to 3, so that'll do. Can we then start a campaign immediately? Let's get some marine life enthusiasts in. We'll just do a basic campaign. Do we have any assistance with marketing? I don't think we do.
Museum security are watching
Have a look.
safety. Do you feel safe?
And then our staff, looking at our assistants. Nobody trained in marketing yet. What I am actually also going to do is I'm going to find somebody that I can train in. I don't have any experts available that I can train with pilot wings. It looks like we might have dodged. No, we have lost Jade Shambles as well. Yeah, we definitely need pilot wings on one of these guys, because we will just continue. So we can now place this zapper. I'm going to place him in this tank here. We can't place it in that one unless we extend the aquarium here. Looking at that, I should be able to extend it a little bit. In fact, I can definitely extend it a little bit. Let's edit the room. We'll take this out a second. Or just move the door up to here. What does that give us? So I can fit the other zapper in there, but it's now not big enough to actually breed. So if we then... we kind of need to extend this out a little bit further to like here. What does that give us? Oh, one more. One more.
Someone should probably help them.
Another one. I'll go to that. Does that now give us? Yes. So we can now put our zapper in and actually breed the zappers. So that's good. Then we will put in the egg cup right on the corner here. There we go. Right, so completing marketing campaigns. We do need a marketing trained assistant. Pandora Cups can come in and immediately train as a marketing officer. Good. Then we have a look at our staff again. We can hire... ooh, pilot wings already. There we go. Right, so we should now be able to start another expedition. We can go over here. We've lost our survival skills, unfortunately. So we can't do that one right now. We've got a new lion head, so we can pick up that lion head fish and do some research. There we go. Excellent. It's going well. It doesn't sound like it is, but now we can farm our zappers. We can display 2 great quality Wetlandian artifacts exhibits once we've got that done, but we need to do 2 marketing campaigns. How are these guys looking in terms of their happiness? Let's have a quick look at that. We have a zapper. Amazing. Right, we'll put that one in our inventory. So these guys are obviously at 100% happiness, which is great. So we can actually start researching the zapper, and that's going to give us even more in terms of what we can achieve with the research tasks. So looking at our enlightenment here, we're going to be able to really start making some good ground in that one. So we farmed 1 of 2 zappers. We can then do our marketing campaigns, which we do have 1 underway, hopefully once the training there is finished. Is she done yet? She is done. So we are going to make sure that she is only working in the marketing office. So Pandora just does that. Let's have a look at what staff we can hire again. We have Alison Bottom here, who I'm going to hire and train immediately in survival skills. And then we're also going to have a look and see if we can get another assistant who is marketing trained. So there we go, that will do. And we'll go with marketing. There we go. 2 marketing officers will be really good. We have another perk acquired, and we have increased our knowledge to the point where we have another unlock for our enlightenment there. And that is a seahorse racer, which is a workshop project. So we're going to actually build that. I don't have anywhere to put it yet, but once we start like developing things a bit further, we're going to be able to put that in. It'll be good to have just in storage for now. And when we move into a bit more of a redevelopment, which I'm probably going to do in another episode, I would like to go back to our space-themed museum once we get this one done and we get that next star unlocked. Yes, we've got another MIA memorial. I forgot about that. So we're going to be able to put all of these in a nice little space so that people can come and admire them or mourn them, whatever they want to do. The school trip went well. And our crime report's looking pretty good as well. So, marketing campaign is going along swimmingly. We should have some more families coming in. We need great quality Wetlandian artifacts, but like I said, we can't get that done until we complete 2 marketing campaigns to unlock the next expedition. So looking at our current expeditions, where can we go and what can we do? Do we have anywhere like, I mean, Pebbly Reef, we've got another fish that we can unlock there. Pebbly Coast, we can unlock a plant there. This is an obstruction, so let's get that cleared. Autofill that. Hopefully we don't get lost at sea, but that does just add time onto it. We don't need to do a survey scanner. Let's use the expedition journal and get it started. So we might as well start clearing out some more of the map now. Looking at things so far, we shouldn't be too far away from doing some good work here, finally. The marketing campaign, let's put another person to work in there. There is an assistant required in there, but I think because I'm training, yeah, they're not quite ready yet. So we'll just remove all of the job assignments from here, and when they complete that training, they'll go straight into working in marketing. We are going to need to put in a few large donations because, as you can see, our smaller ones are filling up very, very quickly. But we also have some spacing issues, so a redevelopment is definitely required. I have to apologize because a lot of the episodes have ended up in being massive redevelopments simply because I'm not using the space very well. Like, everything is a bit cramped, and now that I've got this new area, that shouldn't be much of a problem. But I'm going to purchase a few more plots as well, so we'll grab those 2 plots together. Does dent my finances a little bit, but it means I'm going to be able to break away into new areas of the landscape. We've also got a little space at the back here that we can go into, but we're going to leave that. And then we should be able to make this a really nice large area that goes to here. I'll make this a bit of a courtyard, and then we'll have another building, another whole building up there. Then this building will be demolished, and we'll have a really nice large space at the front. So our seahorse racer has been completed as well. And we lost all of our money pretty much there, but we now have a completed expedition. What did we get? I think it's just XP. Because it was an obstruction. Yes, it was. Good. Right. So, let's go back out on another expedition as soon as we get the helicopter back. And we can go over to here. The Treading Waters. That's bonus XP again. Okay, I have a training room with a level 5 decoration rating and employ an expert qualified in marine life level 5. So that just more stuff, really. What about down here? We've got sunken spirits and famous spirits. That's obviously for our supernatural museum. We can do this underwater cave, which is again an obstruction. Doesn't offer much for us though. Another obstruction's here. What's over here then? I think we can do this one. Yes, we can. Right, Gulfweed Cove is unlocked, but again, that's temperate fish. So it really has to be the one where we require to complete some marketing campaigns. That's the only way we can get Wetlantian artifacts at this moment in time. Right, so let's go over here then. Pebbly Reef. Let's get some survey scanner. The expedition is currently unaffordable because we don't have any money. Right, there, now we've got money. I think that's how it worked. Survey scanner, autofill, detailed, start the expedition. There we go. Right, we are off. Excellent. Right, so let's call a security guard over here because this has been empty for quite some time. Call a security guard. Our first marketing campaign is nearly finished, and I think we will say goodbye. So it has been a bit of a jump forward for us. What I am actually going to do is I'm going to, off camera, I'm going to redevelop all of this. We're going to rebuild it because I don't want to do a full episode having just done a redevelopment episode. So next time we come back to Pebbly Reef, all of this will have changed. You'll have a nice new entrance area. We'll have 2 big buildings that kind of come into an even end, and everyone should be happier and in a bit of a better position. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Oh, just in time, we found a new zapper. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you for the next episode of 2 Point Museum. Bye-bye.